All right, Bill Belichick will not be a first ballot Hall of Fame, according to reporters. For those that forget, Bill Belichick was not always the coach at middling North Carolina. He won 6 Super Bowls as the head coach of the Patriots, 2 as a defensive coordinator with the Giants. He has the most playoff wins in history, but he came up of 50 voters. He came up short of the 40 votes needed to be a Hall of Famer. This was his first chance to be on the ballot. The tweet there from Adam Schefter, one of the guys reporting it. Apparently, Bill Polian is the fingerprints on all this. Bill Polian, who is a voter, one of the 50, reached out to other voters and says not making him a first ballot Hall of Famer, this is from reports, would be perfect punishment for Spygate and Deflategate.
So ridiculous. But, this goes back. Hall of Fames and baseball writers have always been different from the guys that vote for the Hall of Fame when it comes to Canton. But, when we talk about guys like Roger Clemens and Barry Bonds and Alex Rodriguez, not getting in based on PEDs, and now you get this with Belichick, this is silly. It's one thing for Polian to be able to do that, but to be able to influence 9 other guys that he shouldn't be a first ballot is absolutely insane. 6 Super Bowls, and not as impressive, but what he did with that Cleveland organization, to win 11 games in a year.
I would say 2 things. One, Brown, is that Bill Polian should lose his vote if he's trying to influence other voters.
Oh, yeah.
One way or the other.
Yeah, I agree completely.
There should be no campaigning.
Yeah, it's my vote.
You should lose your vote.
That's right.
And secondly, I think this is just another sign that Hall of Fames are dead in this generation, that we continue to have people that don't connect with the fans on who belongs in these Hall of Fames. Either your Hall of Fame is too wide open and it puts in people that are not deserving of that, or they're keeping the sport's best out for reasons that do not connect with the fans. There is no fan that watches the NFL that thinks about Spygate and Deflategate to the point that they think Bill Belichick doesn't belong in there.
Like there are, I would agree with you 100%. I think the voters put way too much thought into what fans actually think. Like, I think the majority of fans have no problem with Bonds and that group being in there, even with the PEDs. Not to say it's right or wrong. I'm just saying
100%.
I think most fans are like, no, you should put them in the Hall of Fame. I think almost every fan says that about Belichick. I'm a lifelong Dolphins fan. That is in my division. Do you know how many games my team lost to Belichick?
All of them.
Not all of them, but a lot of them.
But yeah.
He had he had Gronkowski in pass coverage at one point. We won. That guy, like, there are some people where the vote's just because we got to vote. He's one of them. Like, Tom Brady is another one. Like, yeah, we vote because we got to vote, but this guy's obviously a first ballot. Bill Belichick is the best that has ever done it as an NFL head coach.
Well, you could just tell. I'm sitting there, flipping through X last night and seeing guys like Jimmy Johnson losing their minds and dropping F-bombs and saying, hey, these guys need to be fired.
Here's the Jimmy Johnson tweets that Forrester has pulled up for you, LT, exactly what we were going to go to. Not just one, as Forrester points out. He kept firing.
Kept going.
For those on audio, I would like to know the names of the assholes, quote, who did not vote for him. They are too cowardly to identify themselves. If they are using the excuse of Spygate, that's ridiculous. Many teams, including ourselves, tried it. Howard Mudd at Kansas City, who later coached for Bill Polian and Tony Dungy, gave us the idea. He was the best. We didn't get anything and stopped, but many teams gave it a try. I would bet that if the Hall of Fame votes were public, very few of these, quote, assholes, end quote, that did not vote for Bill Belichick would come forward. Already some are lying about their vote. Jimmy Johnson, Hall of Famer.
Yeah. Boy, so, somewhere Howard Mudd was sitting around like, whoa. Now what
does Dungy have a vote?
I don't know. That seems to be too concentrated with the Indianapolis Colts if he's got a vote.
Him and Polian,
yeah, maybe. But, for him to, pull out Dungy's name.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It's, it's such a stupid hill for Polian to die on, knowing that Belichick's going to get in. And
well, I would imagine he did not expect this to become public. You know what I mean? Bill Polian didn't wake up when he was calling these buddies and having a little conversation. Hey, Lance.
What? No, you
know
think
what we should
that, but
Spygate and Deflategate. Let's
he's
got to
still be smart enough to know if Belichick doesn't get in with the first ballot. And look, and that was his strategy, right?
Yeah.
Was to cause enough chaos for 9 other guys to take away their vote. That's exactly what happened. So what he wanted to go down actually went down. So if Belichick wasn't going to be a first balloter, everybody was going to be talking about this, which we are.
And the great spin on this, Polian probably should have voted Belichick in, and now he could say, you can announce my ballot if you want. I voted him in.
Yeah.
I don't know why the people are saying I did this or didn't do that. There are just certain people in sports. Like if I go NASCAR, Dale Earnhardt Sr., no doubter.
Yeah, again, that's one of those who you vote because you got to vote.
That's right.
But it is symbolic.
Tom Brady in the NFL,
No doubt.
LeBron James, Michael Jordan. There's just a handful of guys, and Bill Belichick would be one of those guys that is in.
Each team has a media representative, like Indianapolis is some TV guy up there. But then there's an at-large group where both Dungy and Bill Polian fell in. So that's your primarily non-media people.
So basically, Indianapolis gets 3 votes every time.
Yeah, you got Dungy,
local TV guy, and
Bill Polian. Yeah. But even,
I mean, that tells me Dungy voted against him or didn't vote for him.
I mean, there were 50 votes.
Yeah, that's a great point. It's not against, it's who you vote for. Leaving them off your ballot.
And I can't remember who it was because one guy was like, hey, I'm a voter. Like, there is a chance because you can only vote for so many people that a lot of people thought, look, Belichick's going to get the votes. I got to give a vote to this guy. See what I'm saying? Because I think you can only put 3 on the ballot, kind of like the Heisman. So there were some people like, if all 50 vote for Belichick, as they should, there's some other guys that aren't going to get in. So I'm going to assume Belichick gets the vote, so I'll leave him off my ballot so these other guys get votes. You see what I'm saying there?
Oh, yeah.
But, boy,
that seems like sour grapes. I mean,
I
know
also
that
seems like you're not doing it right.
That's right.
Not doing it right, but Belichick owned Dungy. I always thought Dungy was very overrated anyway.
He built the Buccaneer team that Gruden led to the championship. Here's LeBron James. Man, there's no way I read that right? Ain't no way Bill Belichick ain't first ballot Hall of Fame. That's impossible, egregious, and quite frankly, disrespectful.
Quite frankly.
Did Stephen A. Smith?
To tell you.
Did Stephen A. type that for him? Patrick Mahomes, insane. Don't even understand how this could be possible. So there's 2 future first ballot Hall of Famers saying it's crazy, including Patrick Mahomes.
Of course it is. I mean, anybody looks at this and is like, how this guy's not first ballot? I mean, what kind of Hall of Fame do you have?
They just keep coming.
They do. I mean, it is one after another last night.
J.J. Watt. Thanks, Forrester. J.J. Watt. Can't be reading this right. This has been some knockoff Hall of Fame or something. It can't be the actual NFL Hall of Fame, Pro Football Hall of Fame, J.J. Troy, a disappointing day for the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Coach Prime. The disrespect to Coach Belichick is straight out ignorant. He's arguably the best NFL coach to ever coach the game. How quickly we forget the impact Coach Belichick made on all of us. NFL, wow. Hashtag Coach Prime.
Yeah, all I could do when I saw it is I Googled, first time coaches that made the ballot. There are 5 of them. And they're all really good coaches.
I'm going to say Jimmy Johnson.
I think Jimmy Johnson was one of them.
Chuck Noll.
Yep, Chuck Noll definitely was.
Bill Walsh.
Bill Walsh definitely was.
Joe Gibbs?
No, I'd say Vince Lombardi.
Vince Lombardi was.
Okay.
And I'd say, I don't know if they did him as a coach or an
Don
owner.
Shula had to be.
But I was going to go George Hallis.
George Hallis and Don Shula. I think that was your 5.
Yeah, I mean, Shula's the winningest all time. He had to be,
Yeah, but all great coaches, but none of them better than Belichick.
No, I mean, again, lifelong Dolphins fan, my coach, Don Shula, is the winningest coach of all time. I don't make an argument. It is Bill Belichick's the best NFL coach that's ever done it.
Super Bowl conversation later in the show and probably for the next couple of shows because it's the bye week in between with Shedeur Sanders as a Pro Bowl quarterback, by the way. If you want to talk about things that have jumped the shark.
I mean, that is the dumbest thing ever. That should immediately, like I've always said, or haven't always, the last few years, there is no reason for us, if you want to acknowledge somebody making the Pro Bowl and legitimate guys making the Pro Bowl, don't send them there. I mean, this is an example of people not wanting to go, but they should immediately be done with that game after this.
Well, I mean, it should be, should take, he was a Pro Bowler off of the resumes for everybody. Well, he was an all-pro.
All-pro is the honor.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
there's only one of those.
It was going to be a fourth down, one of the 4 down questions today, but what was more ridiculous, Shedeur actually starting or getting a nod in this game or Belichick getting left out? I mean, what is more ridiculous?
I've still got to go Belichick.
I don't know.
I think it's more that Shedeur Sanders is a Pro Bowl quarterback. Because when I grew up, if you were a Pro Bowl quarterback, it meant something.
But it's a skills competition now. It's not even a game anymore.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
But, I mean, I could see his agent try to shake down, when he's trying to battle for the third emergency quarterback in the next couple of years.
Yeah.
Hey, Shedeur was a rookie Pro Bowl quarterback.
Didn't even start the whole
There's
season.
probably in a collective bargaining that you can't pay a Pro Bowl quarterback less than this amount. There's probably something in collective bargaining.